Hey YouTube, it's been a while since I've done a video, so I just thought I would show the 125, and it's really overgrown right now. I've got lots of red lily pads off of my red lotus, and yeah, everything's just super overgrown. I need to do some trimming. But I'm having a problem, and one of the problems is I've got terrible pond snails. And the issue with the pond snails is that they're clogging my pump that pumps the water up into my filter, because I've got a pump in my tank, because it's homemade DIY system. So these little pond snails are like clogging up what the pump's intake, and I'm really not sure what to do about it. You might have noticed a minute ago a dojo loach swimming around, and I don't know where he went. Oh, there he is. Dojo loach. I got 2 of them, and I was told that they will eat snails and not anybody else. So we'll see if he can clear up the hundreds and hundreds of tiny snails that I have. We shall see. I don't know if I believe it or not, but it's kind of important to my system that the pump not be clogged up. I've thought about, maybe putting a sponge on there, and then I don't know, it didn't seem very practical. So I'm experimenting. I'm experimenting with the loach. So we shall see. But the tank itself is doing really well. It's healthy. Everybody's healthy. Haven't had any deaths. Everybody eats really good. All the plants are growing like crazy. I've got an algae problem though on some of the rocks, and it's spreading to coat the plants, and you can't really see it. Yeah, but it looks like velvet. It's I don't know, somebody called it turf algae. I don't even know if that's what it is, but it's growing from the rocks onto the plants, and I can't even like pull it off with my fingers, and nothing will eat it. The plecos won't eat it, the snails won't eat it, and so it's just spreading. So I'm really concerned about it smothering the plants. So what I'm going to do about that is I have some Flourish XL, and I'm going to dose heavily with the Flourish XL. Normally I use Easy Green by Aquarium Co-op. Yep, this is Easy Green's work, my healthy plants. But I'm going to dose with Flourish XL and see if that won't kind of kill it off, because the rumor mill says that it will. If not, I'm going to get out the peroxide squirt bottle and try that. So we'll see. I will keep you guys updated. And I'm also going to be moving some of these adolescent guppies into the nano tank this coming weekend. So we'll get to see that as well. I'm going to take some of the juvenile females to the pet store and trade them in. Still love my fish tank. It's so full. If you noticed, I got some more neons. They were acclimated already to the harder water in our area at the fish store. And even though the fish store's water is city water, so it's not quite as hard as mine, it's at like a 7.2. My water's at like 7.6 to 7.8. And they did much better than the fish, the neons that I got from, I think they were shipped in from California. I got them through the internet, of course, and I lost all of them but 2, and I talked about that in the last update. But now there's a dozen neons in there, and I was hoping they would school, and I felt bad for the two, and that's why I got more, so that they could have buddies to school with. And as you can see right now, they're kind of everywhere. They're not even really schooling, though sometimes they do. I have witnessed the schooling, but I've been very pleased that I've had these neons now in the tank for a week, and nobody's died. So yay! Happy fish tank, and my two sad neons now have a school of 12, so hopefully that's more conducive to their well-being. As you can see, all of my quarries are out. I'm going to do some work on the tank this weekend. You can see over here, that lotus is kind of shading out the grass underneath. Which is dwarf Sagittarius or something like that. And so I'm going to prune back a couple of those big leaves so that that can get more light again. I'm going to scrape algae off the glass. You can see all that algae growing there. And I've got a dozen lily pads, more than a dozen, and they're shading things out too, so I'm going to have to get rid of that. But they're so beautiful. I'm going to show you from up above what I get to see. See how amazing they are? They're just beautiful. And I really enjoy looking at these. I might even leave that particular one right there just because. My favorite views of the fish. They all come up. Oh look, the chain's in the water. That's bad. I'm always fighting with that. They all think I'm going to feed them. I'm not going to feed them. It's not feeding time. She's so pregnant. Even this is a power head that I put in for more circulation. You can see the snail problem. Oh, maybe. You can see the snail problem clogging that. And there's debris. And those snails get trapped on there. And it's the same problem that I'm having with the pump. So, yeah, I have to clean. I should probably clean that tonight, actually, right now. I could just reach in there. Let's see what I got. See, pond snails. Lots and lots of snails. And that is the issue I'm dealing with. See, these guys have died because they were stuck on there so long. And the pump, I have an on-off switch on the pump. So I turn it on and off every day to like relieve the suction so these kind of things fall off. But I'm just starting to hate pond snails. I thought they were great at first because they eat algae and, you know, kind of cool to watch them. Now I hate them. I'm sorry, that's blurry. Alright, YouTube. I will give you more of an update later. Thanks for checking out the fish tank with me.